Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Bella. I'm a part-time reseller on eBay and Poshmark. So here's to say, I woke up today, had 2 sales to ship out, and within 20 minutes, I had 2 more. So we've got 4 items going out today, 1 off of Poshmark, the other 3 are all on eBay. This is also a reminder, really quick, because I don't want to forget, that if you are thinking about applying for the eBay grant program, which is giving 50 eBay sellers $10,000 to use as they wish in their store and in their business. You have to read the fine print, obviously, but for the most part, it is definitely a fun thing. I just finished mine yesterday. Here's to hoping for us all that one of my viewers, somebody wins. I would love that. I am really excited to always learn more. And I don't find a lot of content about the winners of that. I should look it up and see what everyone's experience has been. I have gum in my mouth and I'm like, oh, I should take this gum out of my mouth. So excuse me. So, okay, let's get right into it. And it is my kids' last day of school. Things are about to get crazy. This is their last full day of school. So these sold overnight. Aren't they so cute? I love this color wave. Okay, so, and the bottoms look really good. These Skechers, I've had a little bit. I got these at a church sale. Most of my shoes come from sales in the summer. I like to stock up if I can find good shoes because the world of thrifting at church sales benefits me, at least in my area, because most of the time shoes are not marked up a lot at church sales, which is awesome. I mean, I'm actually surprised. I got these last year at a church sale, but it could have been towards the end of the summer. It's like a woven, really cute. I wish these would fit me. What size are these? I think these are like 9s. Yeah, 9s. I wear like a 10 and a half, 11, and these look kind of small to me. So hopefully, they were, I don't know. When you have a foot that big, personally, I think, honestly, if anything looks smaller than, so these sold for $16.34. There was a little bit of shipping overage. I'm going to pack these up in a little bit to avoid the crinkly, because I have big bags for my shoes and and if you check back that, I have a lot of videos where I'm showing how I package up my shoes, because I like to try to not use boxes. I will use a box though if I sell shoes on Poshmark, because the cost is right into the price there and everything is shipped priority via Poshmark. So yeah, a little bit of shipping overage on that. That's why you're seeing such a close profit to what they sold for. This right here, here's another great Heritage by Torrid. There are so many different lines with each brand. I'm constantly learning. Torrid has their Torrid sleepwear line. They have an active line. I don't know if their active line, if anybody knows, I feel like their active line does maybe have a brand like that goes specific to them. Immediately I think of Liv, Livi, but that might be Lane Bryant. I got this at a church sale in early April. It's a donation sale. I had down that I had about 50 cents into this shirt. It sold for $14. My estimated profit, $8.34. Definitely beneficial to the donation sales. Those are also great to try out some inventory as well. I try to make sure I definitely paid a little more than maybe I would have at another sale, just because, the donation thing is very, very vague to me. So I try to, either buy something from the baked good items as well when they do these donation sales. and just kind of figure in my cost of goods. I don't have a problem picking up shirts like this at church sales because Torrid shirts are usually, they eventually sell. But at the same time, I'm holding on to a few other Torrid shirts, so it's all in, it's hard to know. I do say everything eventually sells. I think moving in, you know, there's waves. There's definitely waves of time where, you know, certain brands don't sell as frequently as others. I did just pick up like a Lane Bryant pair of jeans because I got a really good deal at a consignment buyout. So we're going to give Lane Bryant, I had just said, I'm like, I'm not picking up Lane Bryant anymore. But lo and behold, I have new Lane Bryant to list. So that'll be going up soon on both platforms. So I put these thank you notes in my packages, and these are my favorite mailers. You can find those on Amazon. The bags, these Ziploc bags, I also got them off Amazon. Thank you, Mary. I probably have already brought it up, but I really love these. Nothing like gets stuck in it, and I'm finding them a lot easier to like store items in a good way so they don't like all get cluttered and pushed around. And I'm curious, what kind of inventory system does everybody use? Do you find totes work the best for you? Do you find long boxes? I've recently moved to a long box system, and I found that it really does work best for me just because I am able to store more and I can see it more, and I pull the items out from my shelf. So that, I'm still ADHD right here, moving inventory to boxes. I have the boxes, but I'm not quite there yet with getting everything there. Part of the problem is this time of year, it is so hard for me to turn down a good bargain, a good item, something like, and I end up with a little bit of over inventory, and then I get more inventory. So don't be like me. Try not to have a death pile, or maybe it's good. I was thinking a lot of the people that were really full-blown selling, reselling right when COVID hit, and they had a excess of inventory, how awesome that would have been. Just, you know, if you could get through those times where like the Goodwill and everything was shut. So in that sense, I almost say it is good to have a little overage. We never know what's going to happen, and you want to have stock ready so you can still be selling even during times of uncertainty. Okay, Cynthia Ashby. These were an awesome pickup for me. 100% linen, made in the USA. So Cynthia Ashby, I was thinking Cynthia Raleigh, I think. I'm like on the fence. Does this sell? They might sell this at Walmart. I might have seen them at Marshall's. I got these at the bins. So these were under $1 pickup for me. 100% linen. I knew they would sell this time of year. They are a little bit, I guess you have to, like, or these are probably more like beach wear. They're a bit see-through, but they're definitely, look at the pockets on this are perfect for this time of year. The baggy look, super cute. And this was the only Poshmark sale, but it sold for $39, so that's awesome. And the estimated profit after my fees, remember these came from the bin, so it was under $1. Keep your eye out for those linen pants at the bins, linen anything. So I'm well into profit now from this bins trip, which happened, I had this bins trip in March. I will link it up here and try to remember to link that and show you what I picked up that day. I took some footage there while I was there. This is another public service announcement that if you live close to a bins, I highly recommend checking it out if you are starting in reselling, because you just can't get inventory at a better price. Plus, it's like the last stop for these items before they end up in a landfill, end up somewhere. You know, we are just a nation of excess. We have so much, and you know, that's why I firmly believe reselling is beneficial for all of us. I've seen a lot of reports lately that like just resellers talking about us, like that other people are viewing reselling as stealing from the poor. And I do not believe that at all. That's not just because I'm a reseller. It's because there's no way that we just have way too much stuff. And there's absolutely no way that every good item or every mediocre item would find a home without resellers. Maybe you disagree with me, maybe you don't. It's just my opinion. We just have so much stuff. As a family of 4, I could tell you, you know, the way my kids grow and the amount of stuff that I have to like donate and give, I'm definitely grateful that, you know, when I can donate things to certain organizations and things like that for people in need, definitely. But reselling has become a big deal, and there's plenty of items for everybody. There's absolutely so much. Okay, my rant is over now about we have too much stuff. So I put these Cynthia Ashby in a Tyvek mailer. I love these. The only thing I don't love is right here on the end. And I've seen Jen, the reseller, she puts little postal service stickers that you can get for free from the postal service on the ends of these. I typically put just a little bit of eBay tape. I will do that after words. Just, I don't know. It just seems like if you look at it, I'm trying to like cover the name up. It just looks like when it goes, if it started to rip, it might take the whole package down. We don't want that for sure. So, all right, what am I doing? Okay, there we go. All right, so the next pickup is, or I'm sorry, the next sold, Le Mode. This was definitely a style-based pickup. It is a poncho, fuzzy, really cute. I got this for $2 at a buyout at my favorite winter thrift store. And let's see, it's 100% polyester. So yeah, this had nothing to do, this was only $2. So we can go over the points of why I picked it up. It was only $2. So they were doing a whole big, they were getting rid of their sweaters, all this wintry stuff. So this was probably mid-February, early March. And I just went through and grabbed coats, grabbed jackets, grabbed vests, whatever I could find for $2. And I just thought this was unique. I thought the pattern was really cute. And I knew somebody would love this, and somebody did. So this morning I got a $21 offer. This was one of those items that I said I got back-to-back offers this morning, and that makes me happy. That I'm like, okay, eBay's still moving. We're going. We're moving forward. So again, the style of I did not pick this up due to the tag. And I am trying to be more cautious with that and looking at, not cautious, but like finding things that the style is the reason I pick it up. More staple pieces. This is definitely something somebody can wear in the fall or in the summer. You know, it's cold at night. Yeah, this is cute. Definitely. I even like the oversized look of, is this a one size or is this, Lord Daniel Sportswear. That's interesting. Can you see that? Lord Daniel Sportswear. I don't think it says what size. One size. And that's another thing. That's why, like with these ponchos, don't shy away from getting stuff like this. Just make sure you get your measurements in there, because then you know for a fact that your items are measured and they'll know what they're looking at. Because one size, okay, I don't know. Who invented the word one size for clothing and thought that everybody would fit in it? What? Like, no, that's never gonna happen. Okay, so this sold for $21.15. My estimated profit, $17.43. I am happy with that. It is off to its new home. I'm looking for a bag. 1 second. It's a good time to bring up too that I grabbed these bags. I don't know where the box is right now. They are in the storage bag area. They sell them in about 6 bags. If you don't need a lot, I'm probably going to be moving to Amazon to purchase these larger size bags because I do need them a lot and it's a way better deal for me to do that. But if you just want to keep some on hand, I definitely just pick these up. I have 2 to 3 boxes of these at any given time for when I sell jackets or vests, sportswear, you know, winter things, because they don't fit in my other mailers. So, and it's a reusable bag. And so typically I do like to store this stuff. This was in a squishy bag that makes a lot of noise, but I do like to keep, I'm like, get it in there. I know it fits. I do like to keep these around. I get to talking and I'm like, what? So glad this sold. And it's just another thing. It's just another example of things are going to sell year round. There is not really a limitation in my experience to things not selling this time of year. You know, if you're afraid to pick up, you know, winter items this time of year, I encourage you to pick up winter items this time of year. Not only will they sell, in my opinion, if they're a good item, staple piece, jackets. I don't go crazy, but I will not pass up a wool coat for under $5 in 90-degree weather. And then but I understand a lot of people, somebody had asked me yesterday, how many items do you have in your store? And I have about 1,100 items currently in my eBay store. And I commented and I said, like, I really hope to get down to like 800. It is so hard to do that when, you know, you're constantly wanting to bring new items. But I know I have a lot of items, a good amount, that when I started out doing this, I was picking up every size, every brand. Oh, that had a new with tags. I'm going to grab that. I'm going to do this. So it is a good reminder, you know, to go through your inventory and, you know, things change, styles change. I need to do that, more of that, because I love stocking up this time of year, no matter what it is. So, but a lot of us don't have room. If you have room and you can stock up and you have a little like closet, or, you know, when we moved to our new house, we've been here about 6 years. We have so many closets now. I've never seen so many closets. Like growing up, I never had this many closets. I had this little closet. But here we have a lot of closets, so I designated an area in my closet to be for a lot of the longer jackets, the big stuff. But even now, I should probably go through it again and see, you know, what I can get rid of. Maybe I should hold a garage sale. I don't know. I don't really live specifically in a good area to have a garage sale, but it always crosses my mind this time of year when I start seeing everybody else having a garage sale. So total, this was close to $60 in profit, I believe. I tallied it up right before. Yeah, good stuff going out the door. I'm excited for what's to come this weekend. I have never seen, and honestly, I have been a yard sailor for years. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if this is the same for you right now. This weekend, the weekend of, June 6th and 7th and 8th, I have seen a massive amount of scheduled garage sales. It's like everybody in my area that wanted to have a garage sale said, this is the weekend. We're doing it. Everybody, let's get together. And as a reseller and somebody that loves to go to garage sales, I am going to map it out and see where to go. There's church sales this weekend. There's community sales and community neighborhoods and large, the amount of sales is unbelievable to me. So it might be worth it to check out your area. Another place that I typically, or really the most frequent place now that I am finding, other than driving around, I do drive around and you'll see signs, obviously. Thursdays are a really good day to drive around and look and see for signs where there are yard sales, because I've noticed people in my area do not put the sign up for the yard sale until like the week of, and sometimes not even until Wednesday or Thursday. I don't know if that's just because they have a generic sign and they don't want to put the date on it. It just says this Saturday, huge community sale. So I have missed out on good ones, like people that aren't using Facebook Marketplace, which I highly recommend. That has become, you know, I would say 20% is driving around and I see, oh, this community sale, I love this one, or this neighborhood sale is this weekend, I got to write that down. But recently, I have really been finding a lot more sales on Facebook. And if you're having a yard sale, let me highly recommend putting a little map, maybe. I saw somebody put a map and they had all the houses in the neighborhood that are participating, and that's my dream. Like, you don't have to drive around and look at it, but does your area do that? I need to be that organized. Maybe I should be that person for this area. Like, there's going to be one here, there's going to be one there. But yes, I've found that people are really, really, really utilizing Facebook Marketplace to get the word out about their sale. And if you're having a sale, I also highly recommend taking pictures of what you're selling. You know, if you're setting it up in your garage, we all want to know what you have. Honestly, I will go to a sale that maybe I wouldn't have typically gone to because the person having the sale has spent time to put pictures out, showcase what they're having, rain or shine, we'll be in a garage. I really appreciate people having sales that take that time to do that. And I'm sure it pays off for them as well. To see the items ahead of time, to know what they have. Those people are super awesome and smart. So, okay. If you made it this far, thank you, friends. I appreciate you all. I hope that you are subscribed to my channel and you like this video. If you enjoyed it, I love making this kind of content for you guys, all about what's selling. And yeah, some days we have 9, 10 sales. Some days we have 4 sales. Some days we have no sales. That's just the name of the game. But we keep trucking. So eBay is back, you know, some days I'm like, oh, the roller coaster. It's just a ride. It's the ride of life, you know. We'll get there. Keep consistently listing in the summer. I really need to buckle down and make a video about how to maintain your sales in the summer. And then once I make it, I'm going to go back and watch it myself and be like, yes, this is how you make sales in the summer. So I put out about so in the summertime, honestly, it's probably going to be 2 to 3 videos a week. I'm going to set a goal for myself to be at least 2 videos. The sales still come in the summer, even though the kids are off. That's just what I'm going to say, right? And I want to keep letting you know what's selling even this time of year. I know a lot of people say summer slowdown, but I find that if you keep listing, getting good quality items, it doesn't have to be a summer slowdown. So thank you all. I hope you are subscribed. I hope you will subscribe, and I hope you send this to a friend. I know I'm like a broken record right now, but I'm trying to reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. I am so close because of all of you, because you share this video, because you interact with me, and I love sharing these. I want other moms, dads, sisters, brothers, whoever, to find joy in selling and reselling from home, because there's room for everybody to be doing this, and I just love it. I love it. There's nothing better than reselling. Okay, that's just my opinion, I guess, but I'll convince you. We will do it together. All right, friends, thank you so much. I hope you are having amazing weather, and I hope you are plotting out all those amazing sales that are going to happen this weekend, and share with me all the goods, all the good and bad of what's going on. in the reselling world. I love to hear about it, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.